Hey YouTube, here to do a weekly reading for anybody, all signs, for the week of the solar eclipse, the new moon in Gemini and the solar eclipse, Sagittarius energy as well. I won't even say too much, I'll just get right into it. We'll get a few divine doors. I've traded in the temporarily. I'll do the sign readings with the Centennial Smith Waite, but I'm gonna do the weekly today with the Morgan Greer's. This is the deck I talked to my mom through, so let's get some energy from that. Yeah, let's get a few doors. Okay, and I'll read them out after. Some very gray, white, tawny energy, and process. I think this came through for Gemini. So here it is again. Fitting. And a contrast, an inversion of so much light and so much dark. And I do not believe that dark is bad. Bad is bad. We need dark and light to make a picture. And I am a drawing instructor. We need shade as much as we need sun. The sun can burn us. We need night for rest. Malcolm X has plenty to say about how dark and black ended up being equated to bad and evil. Thank you, Malcolm X. So, no, it's dualistic, it's Masonic, it's Kabbalah to equate light and dark to good and bad. And I'm not saying everybody's guilty of being wrong. I know it's very much embedded in multiple cultures to speak that way, but for me it's one thing I absolutely just totally reject. Good and dark and light belong to a spectrum. The light spectrum, the visible light spectrum, the electromagnetic spectrum, that's what they belong to. There is a sliding scale between white and black for all the shades of gray, yes? There's no sliding scale between good and bad. Bad is bad. And I don't mean that everybody that does something wrong is bad. I mean, God is not in anything that's evil. He will touch it, he will deal with it, she will deal with it. But there is no evil in God. And God can certainly exist without evil. One does not require the other. Because if that's the case, then let's all give up. Because there's no hope for trafficked kids in any dimension. So no, that's my little speech that they gave me based on that. And let's find out where we're at. Let's find out where we're at. Okay. I've shuffled these, but let's just... Oh, you know what I gotta do? There. Okay. Sorry. Should have done that. I forgot it was on. I forgot it was on. The fridge. I turned the fridge off. Now I gotta remember to turn it back on after. the number of times that I've forgotten and found out the hard way. Okay, so now the devil. Who is the devil? Knave of Swords is all about finding out the truth. Being underestimated. Letting everybody take their shots at him. because they think they know what's what, but while he really knows what's what. Picks his moment. Very patient. Devil's in the details. Okay. Let's see where we're going. Oh, and I also want to say, as for that devil and the Knave of Swords, the Page of Swords, there's a Capricorn right now. Needs some prayers against somebody who's a threat to her. Who's getting released tomorrow. And she has a protection order against him. And so working on, but you know, we know what protection orders can do or not do. And so we need a lot of spiritual energy around that. We need a lot of practical energy around it too. But yeah, so that's, there she is as that Capricorn. Okay. Carrying on. Ooh, okay. Wow. Capricorn down. Well, we don't want that. We don't want that. But we have divine timing, devil's in the details, interference, but possibly the truth. I want to say the truth. Usually, you know, this counterpart to this is the Lover's card, right? Which is, you know, Adam and Eve is a smear campaign. So take your pick as to which card gives you more truth. And it depends on the circumstances, yeah. But we have a 15 here, and that's a 6, so that's a gift. It's also 3/4 of the way to 20. Now let's find out. Okay, so, oh, 2 together. 2 together, so instability, or somebody died. Somebody possibly died. Somebody possibly died. Because I've encountered that with this 4 of Cups in reverse before. So I don't want to underestimate the meaning. However, let's just say at least that there's instability at home. There's instability with friends, with spirit guides, with ancestors. I would put this as Aquarius energy, 11th house energy in terms of... I mean, we have completion, obviously. Now, everybody else would put it as Gemini energy. But, as always, I have changed air and earth. What do I want to say? The cards that go with them. Placements. There we go. To suit the houses. There's more evidence for, as far as I'm concerned, there's more evidence to go with that than there is to stick with Ptolemy's idea of following the cardinal compass points, and the climate seasons, which wouldn't apply to southern astrology anyway. So a start, turning over a new page. What did I kick? Wow, I can't. Okay, so the Knave is missing some information. The Knave is possibly underestimating himself, herself. Or not looking, not stirring the waters. But this, I always feel that this Knave is very guided, psychically guided to find out the information, to speed up the process. And so I have guidance down. So the question is, this devil in reverse. Two of Pentacles, making up your mind about something for the first time. It's a new situation. And that could be the indecision of a Knave of Pentacles, for sure. We have the infinity loop here. We have our back to the water, yes. So intuition's down. But not just intuition, in terms of, no, psychic connection. Taurus energy for me. So something, it could be financial, it could be just to do with, well, anything material, anything in this matrix. Flipping right over. Okay, but we have a safe passage coming. Now, this is all in time for the solar eclipse. For me, this is Libra energy, justice. There's going to be some justice. There will be safety. They keep throwing me lots of cards together. Like backstory. Yeah, they did this for every single, all 3 air signs. They gave me 4 cards together. So that makes sense for Gemini, heavy information download. So there's just a lot of information coming through to everybody through the solar eclipse. That's what I'm getting at this point. Okay. And highlighted by the 8 of Wands. So there's progress. There's a lot of communication. Maybe overwhelming communication. But where you want to get is at the other side of it. We've got Sagittarius energy here, where we have that 1 foot in the water. We have the 1 foot in the... We've got a lot of psychic stuff going on here, right? We have the protection. We have the protection. Something's being broken. That needed to be broken. So there's going to be isolation with this to some extent. You're going to need a new way. I mean, we've got so many 2s here, yeah? This is all having to deal with new situations, because otherwise we'd be more progressed numerically, yeah? So this is all feeling very much like a fish out of water. And it can leave, that's why the 2 of Pentacles, because it's, yeah, it's just new territory. And we have new territory in this card, right? Safe passage to new territory. And we see how the angel, I'm going to take the angel in a positive light right now. Because, and then these are wings of protection. But see how the angel is between the communication, right? And this relationship. That's exactly what's, you know, that's what's being broken here. If we take the devil, if we separate this from the Capricorn energy, yes, but we say it's just, you know, bad news, toxicity. It's being broken. It's being broken because there's intervention here. Flipping over. Wow. Okay. So Judgment came through in the upright twice for the Facebook reading. And now we have it in reverse. So somebody doesn't know their own power. This is Pluto energy. Your hidden powers, your hidden wealth. It's direct across from Taurus, right? So it's affect... Scorpio and Taurus affect each other so tremendously. Even in your chart work. Your birth chart. So one is often dependent on the other in order to find sure footing and the path forward, yes, and hold on to that Ace of Pentacles, right? Then know do the work to be sure of what your inner powers are. And your triggers are going to lead you to those. What this situation will have triggered the shit out of you. And you go in, don't try to just get over the triggers or just recover from them, because there are weapons inside of those triggers. There are tools. There are gifts inside of it. There's you inside of those triggers. And then you come back out and like run. See how, and we've got this knave. This knave needs to go down into those triggers. So let's just pause for a moment. We might get more cards in a minute, but let's just see what the doors want to say. Yep, passages. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Transformation. Right? Distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Right? It's better over there. And this time it's true. It's not just that the grass is greener. It is actually better over there. Distant dreams. Again, you want to get over there. So wherever it is, and even down, even here, there's the path. Yes, the path home. Okay? Guarding the path. Guarding the path. Coming between you. Change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. Right? So just what we're saying with the new territory. Yes. The new territory. And the birds chirping. Right? And it's all changed. Like it's that new situation. It's the new situation. And again, you can rest in the dark. You can see, you can know things in the dark that you can't know in the light. Absolutely, we know this is true. How many animals are safer in the dark? Right? It's nature. It's nature. Things can be done safely in the dark as much as they can be done dangerously in the dark or threateningly in the dark. But people can escape under cover of dark. Yes? Anything else? Wow. Okay. Scorpio right there again. We've got double. We've got Pluto and Scorpio. No death. For you. No, it's happened. It's happened. And now it's time to be you, properly you, separate from whatever this was. Yes? Anything else? And maybe not. I don't know what else we're supposed to follow that with. Okay, they're jamming, but maybe another door. Another door. Ooh, right on my lap. Okay, this came through for Facebook as well. Trust the universe. Trust the good part of the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. So you need to let things work. You need to just... Yes? Yes. It's all new. Let them guide you. Right? This is guided. Protected and guided. So try not to think for yourself too much right now. Listen and follow. Listen and follow. Again, and during this, because we've got this darkness theme and the balance between light, so the yin yang, the masculine thinking, the feminine thinking, the solar, the lunar, right? So the solar eclipse that's coming up, take the energy from it, take the information from it, take the knowledge from it, take the triggers from it, go in and know that, like, you don't want to have inner places of yourself that you're scared of. You don't want to have ways that, you know, you want to have fluidity and that balance The harness, the balance, yes. But yeah, there is absolutely there's, yeah, things are being completely, look at all that major arcana. And for me, that's always, they give me major arcana for divine timing indicators. More so than, I'm not, no argument for other readers doing the traditional, you know, taking major arcana as archetypal energies. That's the beauty of going to multiple readers for multiple styles, because they're going to communicate through us in that many different ways. And everybody's still, I watch how many readers, I don't know how many I watch. I spend a lot of my time. I don't have a lot of free time, but the time that I do have, I'll watch other readers, just, you know. But for me, yeah, it's divine timing. Or they say it to me another way. Okay, so intervention. It's like there's a tower here without there being a tower coming through, because it's more nuanced than that. It's more, it's going to be maybe played out a little longer than a tower would happen. Yes. I think this will be sensitive to trauma levels. I think there's trauma work that needs to be done. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's just coming through me right now. Not that there wouldn't be trauma work to get through, but because of the triggers. So there's just patience is necessary, which is a difficulty for trauma, absolutely. There's a panic that comes with trauma and triggers, and a rage. And you need rage to teach you. Learn from rage. Rage can teach you how to harness anger, because rage is separate from anger. And there you can be visited. You can be visited by somebody who, spiritually. I've had somebody come scan me spiritually in the night at 2 a.m, and teach me without words, without even showing themselves to me, and teach me about rage in just a few minutes. And that was at night. That was at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, yeah, okay. That's for this solar eclipse energy. Embrace what's really true about good and evil versus, and what's true about dark and light. And then that's a huge part of the progress right there, because it shifts the context. Okay, much love. I'll be back with another weekly message. In the meantime, I'll be finishing up. I've got the air signs done and uploaded. I have to just decide. I have to listen to them again and decide what they're going to be titled. And getting on with the rest of the signs readings over the next couple of days. For post solar eclipse, I think. Well, no, I think I'm gearing it towards solar eclipse as well, in the energy of the eclipse. Okay, but otherwise, I'll be back next Sunday with another weekly. Much love, and thank you so much.